Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Steelers versus Titans NFL matchup on Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. Here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day. Sportschatplace.com, Pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from the world's best handicappers, head on over to our website, Pickdawgz.com. Just click on the Premium Picks tab. While you're there, use the discount code PICK. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases of $19 or more. We now also have the Pick Dawgz Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. I make big bets, so I know a lot of you do as well. But you can't buy this on the website. You have to call or text the number that you see on the screen. You'll talk to a live person. You'll love it. But let's get to this one. Steelers taking on the Titans. Steelers coming in at 4-3. The Titans 3-4. It's night game at Pittsburgh, so you get what you get in this one. The Steelers coming off of that tough loss at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the Steelers, who are normally tough in Pittsburgh, well, they've lost 2 games there so far. They've lost actually, they've lost several games there this season, losing to the San Francisco 49ers on opening day and the Jacksonville Jaguars last time out. I'm looking at the schedule. I get confused on the little @ symbol or whatever. I know they also lost to the Texans was their other loss, and I knew that game was in Houston. But regardless, losing to the Texans, not something we normally see from the Steelers. So it's weird because like that opening day game against the Niners, they got absolutely slaughtered. They got rinsed, right, at home by the Niners in that game, and it just looked like they were absolutely terrible. And the Niners went on to really do some good things in the following weeks. You know, they've stumbled recently, but at that time they were on an outright roll. And the Steelers, you know, they bounced right back from it, as Mike Tomlin teams do, winning their next 2 games. Then they lost to Houston. Then they won their next 2 games. Well, now they've lost. Well, does the pattern continue? Meanwhile, on the other side of this thing, the Tennessee Titans, you know, we talk about Mike Tomlin being a great coach in the NFL. Well, you know, Mike Vrabel, really no stranger to winning himself, both as a player and a coach at Ohio State and in New England as a player, and of course here as a coach in Tennessee. He seems to be in the mix all the time, and even when he doesn't have very good teams, which he hasn't had, you know, the last couple of years, they still remain competitive. You got to remember, they had A.J. Brown just a few years ago. You know, they've had a bunch of good wide receivers a few years ago, and now they have none of those guys. So, you know, not as much to show for it. Of course, they still have Derrick Henry. Ryan Tannehill's been injured, but they went out and drafted Will Levis in the first round. People were a little worried about what Levis was going to be able to do, but then we saw him throw 4 touchdown passes against the Atlanta Falcons last week, and all of a sudden, it's all forgotten, and, you know, Malik Willis sitting there on the bench for the Titans, no chance they're going to be splitting time anytime in the near future, and all of a sudden, the future for the Titans looks bright at the quarterback position. But the thing about the Steelers that we know is they have a way of making things not look so bright for this quarterback position. TJ Watt is simply one of the finest in the game, one of the best to ever rush the passer. And, you know, even though he's been limited at times throughout his career by injury, when he's on the field, he just makes things happen and makes everybody else on that defense much better. Plus a bunch of ball hawks like Minkah Fitzpatrick on that Steelers defense as well. I think points are going to be tough to come by. I think the Titans are going to have to run the football with Derrick Henry. That's what they do. And the Steelers offense, it's just so sporadic these days. I just can't see a lot of points coming out of this game. I like the under in the Steelers Titans, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free in the way they work. They show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.